Greetings, 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 greetings. Come on into the room. Come into the room. I'm waiting for you. Today is day 5, January the 5th. A new day to tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. I'll be waiting. Let me prepare for you. I've been on this journey now for 5 days, and I'm looking forward to what is to come. What are y'all doing? Who's there? Giving TikTok a few minutes to get some people into the room, the upper room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. We are here another day, and today was a really eventful day for me. I got an opportunity to go into a new opportunity, a new part of my journey today. I got to go into a new part of my journey today, yeah. For those of you who do not know me, I am Chantel Sierta Shakim. I'm your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide. I am here today to do a pull for the collective energy of today. First card coming out is highly sensitive. It is a highly sensitive time. Thinking about the things in the world and how everybody is kind of being put on edge based on the things that are happening in the world. But nonetheless, we are here. Gonna go for a 7-card pull. I am working with the Secrets of the Ancestor deck, which is my favorite deck, as you know. This card popped up. Second card is the Monarch. Victorious. I am victorious just because I showed up today, okay? So are you. You're victorious just because you're here, being you. Greetings, 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 sis. The next card we have is Mother God. Mother God, miracles in motion. This is me doing the things that I do to see the miracles and all my dreams come true. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. I have decided to do this journey of going live for 365 days this year. Doing oracle pulls, tapping into my intuition, allowing my blue electric hand to send me wherever she can as I tap into the divine energy of the Most High. The next card is the Mother of Fire. Time to rise and shine. That is what I'm doing. I'm definitely stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping into this new zone of the TikTok world. I've so far pulled 4 cards. We're gonna go with, I don't know. I normally pull 7 cards, but that's too many. They drop, but they're face down, so I'm putting them back. So we have a couple more cards to get, and then this is from the Secrets of the Ancestor deck. Ooh, that one popped up. Root of Earth. Inspired action. Taking that inspired action is very important. And even when you don't want to, sometimes you just got to do it. Just do it, right? Like the Nike. Nike was very brilliant in that logo or in that whatever, mantra, whatever it is. Just do it, right? So thank you all for coming into the space. If you don't mind, tapping some hearts, giving me a few follows, because I am on a mission and TikTok has challenged me to get 5 new followers. So come on in, it's free to join. So come on, join my join my, what is it called, fan club, okay? If you haven't done so already, come on in. All right, the last two cards that came out was the Root of Fire, which is Risk It All, and the last one is Ego versus Excess. So we have a few cards here. We have 7 cards here as normal, and I am going to just tap into this energy for today. As we know, we're going in so we don't have to do without, and ultimately it's truly about what you want to see manifest in your world. Really, how you tap into what you see and what you put out. This is a vibration. This is a vibrational shift. A vibrational shift is happening. So I give thanks for each and every one of you coming into the call. I see several of my sisters here. I see some new people here. Tap the screen, give me some love, give me some hearts, and we gonna dive right on in here. All right? So the first card that we have right now is highly sensitive. This is a highly sensitive moment, as we talked about earlier this week, and well, last week, I guess, because we are at Monday. Happy Monday to you all. So highly sensitive. We are in a highly sensitive time because things are shifting, and it's time for us all to align as we look at the energies of the world around us. We know that the world may look like it's in a little bit of chaos, but ultimately, as individual souls, we do have the victory. We are victorious as long as you keep your energy way, way, way up, okay? Victorious, the monarch, all right? And then we go into, as long as we stay in that high vibration, we can expect miracles. We can expect miracles in motion with the Mother God. And then we go into the Mother of Fire. So we got the mother energy showing up. Time to rise and shine. Rise and shine, for your light has come. And it's all up to you to see what it's become. Okay? So don't get it twisted. You can make a difference. And even by showing up on this live, you are being inspired to live out loud. Because that's what I'm doing. Living out loud, embracing my inner child, playing with the things that I have available to me to manifest the life that I desire. So in that space, I get to take inspired action. And as we see, this is like the Ace of Pentacles that we started the reading with yesterday. If you haven't seen the reading from yesterday, please check it out on my YouTube page, because I'm posting every single one of these videos that I do TikTok Live on my YouTube page at Circle of Sisters Table Talks. So yes, this inspired action will bring forth the manifestations, but we have to rise into it. We have to put our thoughts, actions, emotions, all into what it is we want to experience. And it's a purposeful intention, right? And as you put an intention to your purpose and walk it out in action, you will truly manifest the things that you desire, okay? The next one is sometimes you have to risk it all. And really, that's what I'm doing each time that I show up. I'm risking it all because I don't know who might come on, who may see me, who may judge me, whatever. But again, that's where we come into the ego versus excess. So the ego versus excess, the trickster energy. Sometimes our own ego will trick us into playing it safe, staying in the comfort zone, not going after our dreams, visions, and goals, being in a space of fear over faith. And I choose not to do that anymore. Yesterday I said, I don't want to play that game. I want to play a game that I win, as we talked about in this monarch, being victorious. All I do is win, 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 win. You know that song. and we stay down, and we stay down, up, down, up, down. That is the flow of life. You go up and you come down. You go up and you come down. But how do you respond in the downs, and how do you respond in the lows? Because the higher you go, the more you will see that you can grow, glow, and flow. Okay? So that has been my mantra for this year. It started last year. There's a song, a beautiful song by, I think her name is Aura Oracle, and it's Grow, Glow, and Flow. Powerful song. And I've really been listening to that to manifest the life that I want. Because if it don't match my vibe, it's gotta go, right? It's gotta go. So as you guys know, when I pull these cards, I normally just get an intuitive reading based on the words, based on the pictures, based on what my intuition, my God consciousness is revealing. Because that's all tarot is for me. You know, people have their own genuine way, or the controlled way, or the confined way of reading it, but I think everything is a tool, and it's to be used according to your own free will, as my book says, aligned and crowned, the wheel within the wheel. So we get to choose. So as I look at these 7 cards right now, I have the earth, the root of water, the monarch, Mother God, Mother Fire, the root of earth, the root of fire, and the trickster. Speaking of understanding that we are in a highly sensitive time, but in this time we can be victorious. We can see the miracles in motions if we stop and pay attention. Don't get caught up in the turbulence of the low vibrational energy. Continue to be an observer. That's what's coming through. Observe what is going on so that you can shine, or rise and shine in the places, burning the things that no longer serve and nurturing the things that do, so that you can receive the miracles. But you have to put some inspired action to it, and you have to sometimes risk it all. Boom. Risking it all. I guess you can't see that. Risking it all. And then you have to overcome the tricksters. So the tricksters, the trolls, you know, they're out there too. But I choose to say I'm attracting the vibe tribe. So if you haven't already, please, please, please subscribe to my page as a fan club, because this also gives me points, and it lets me know that I am truly engaging those who come on the page. So please, please, please show your love, show your love, show your love. So as we go into this reading, we're going to go from the bottom to the top, because now we're here. All right. So we're going to start with the bottom card, the last card pulled, the trickster. Ego and excess. It's number 15 in the book. So we're going to read it from the book, as I always do, just to tap into the energy that the person who wrote the cards had in mind. And this is the Secrets of the Ancestors deck by Abiola Abrams. This is a powerful deck that was given to me at the beginning of my Nyanga initiation, where I began to work with ancestors for my own soul's retrieval and for ancestral veneration, understanding that we are all one, and every single person that have lived before has an impact or an imprint on our individual lives, whether we know it or not. That has been something that I have taken in as a knowing and truly an embodiment of who I am. And it allows me to show up today, because my ego would say, girl, what are you doing? You know, why are you doing all that? You know, because I feel that way sometimes. But because I have made a commitment to myself to be seen, to be heard, to be witnessed as the oracle messenger, as the soul guide, here I be. So yeah, if you guys want to tap in, if anybody wants to join in to the live so you can speak into the call, please just let me know in the chat and I'll bring you in, because this is what we're here for. I am really, truly trying to engage, not just come on here to read cards, but to really see what's going on in the world of those whose lives that I show up on, or who choose to show up on my live. So please, if you want to tap in, tap in. If you want to make a comment in the chat, make a comment in the chat. I see that there are several people in here. So yeah, show some love. As we get into the trickster, ego, and access, it says, I easily release anything that is holding me back. So most often, the main thing that's holding me back is my lack of worth sometimes, and my doubt. Doubt comes through a lot. You know, like, can I really do this? Can I really accomplish this? But then I take small steps, and before I know it, boom, masterpieces. Masterpieces are being created because we are a part of the master's plan. So we cannot allow the things that would come up to say, don't do that, to really be more powerful than the knowledge of what we will achieve by going forward, by doing what our hearts desire, by showing up, being vulnerable, by not showing up, by sitting in stillness, by sitting in silence, by listening and connecting with your true authentic self so that you can show up. And for me, this is part of me. This is really the freedom that I want to express in my everyday life. So coming on here gives me that opportunity to be free and again play with life, because it's all a game and we get to choose how we play. So we release it. I easily release anything that's holding me back. Nothing is holding me back. I'm free to do whatever I choose to do and receive the blessings, because I'm willing to risk it all. Risking it all, taking it to the fire and coming out with all the flowers, okay? Coming out of the mud, that's what it feels like to me. Coming out of the mud. And as I did my rites of passage as a sacred woman, coming out of the mud was my initiation. Hence why I always wear a flower, because it reminds me that flowers need the mud to grow, right? And sometimes you have to go into those deep places and those dark places and begin to blossom. And when you do, it's all beautiful, right? The mud may look dirty, it may not feel so good, but it has an abundance of nutrients that really helps to nourish flowers and the earth, the trees, the plants. You know, it's beautiful. So it does take mud to grow. So we're going to see what number 23. 23 is my number. 3 plus 2 equals 5. And y'all who have been watching me know 5 is my life path number. All about freedom, all about flow. So here we go. Number 23, the root of fire, says, I am passionate about my next steps. I am passionate about my next steps. How many of you have sat in that space and said, you know what? I have a goal. I have something that I want to achieve. Or maybe I've only had a vision of what my life looks like if I were to risk it all. What would your life look like? What would you get to enjoy? What would you get to experience if you risked it all? Meaning risking all the things that hold you back, risking all the self-doubt, limiting beliefs, stagnation, lack of worth. You know, release that stuff. It doesn't serve you. We rising up, all the way up. Nothing can stop us. We're all the way up. Ashe? So number 23, it says, I am passionate about my next steps. So this is part of my next steps, showing up every day. Rain, sleet, or shine, I'm here. And we gonna see what the divine has to say about it. So, here we go. When we do release it all, I did talk about taking inspired action. Taking inspired action. Number 38. taking the inspired action is really how you get what you want. You know, Pentacles is all about your material manifestations, your abundance, the things that you have planted and now they're beginning to take fruit or take root. So 38 says, let's find 38. 38 says, good news follows me. So as you tap into the things that you desire, only good. Good is all there is. Good news follows you. If you take that inspired action, you will get good news. This is really what it's all about. Where your energy goes, where energy flows. Where energy flows, where energy goes, abundance flows. Okay, that's just another off the cuff affirmation. All right, then we're gonna rise and shine. Rise up out of the ashes, rise up out of the mud, rise up out of the low vibrational frequencies and energies, rise up out of the limiting beliefs, rise up out of the stagnation, rise up out of the things that are holding you back, rise up out of anything that is not bringing you pleasure, joy, and the things that you desire. Rise up, rise up. All right. Number 42 is miracles in motion. When we begin to rise up, we begin to attract those things that we desire. Miracles in motion. This is our time to receive all the things that we desire. The veil is very thin if you have eyes to see. And the eyes to see starts in this, your third chakra, your third eye chakra, okay? If you can see it, you can have it. But it does take inspired action, and it does take an intention and knowing that which you desire. Because if you don't know what you want, you won't get it. If you don't know how to take inspired action by doing the small things. There's this one saying that I heard before when I was doing my life coaching certification. They talked about little hinges open big doors. So we can put that analogy to our life. What little steps can you take today that will get you to your ultimate goal? You know, we've lived our lifetime in one vibration or another. Some of us have had many deaths and rebirths, coming out of the mud, coming out of the low vibration into the high vibration, but still death and rebirth to get us to the space where we can truly begin to rise and shine. Number 25. Let's see what it says. Number 25. Feel free to give me some hearts. Join my fan club. Put a question in the chat. Talk to me, y'all. I know you in here. 25. It says, my confidence is magnetic. So I did speak briefly about it will attract to you those things that you desire when you show up in your light, in your essence of I am. You will get what you want because it's magnetic. It's already here waiting for you to meet the vibration of it. And when you do, miracles will happen. And there we go. Miracles in motion. Miracles in motion is number 42. So as I'm saying these numbers, I hope that if anything is inspiring to you, that you would dive deeper, whether it be in the numerology, whether it be in the words that are being spoken, but really allow it to be activating to your own essence, because you are here for a reason. Whoever knows what that is. I'm here just because I made a commitment to be here, to show up every day and do these cards, speak out of the intuition, and see what shows up. So, as we look at this card, Miracles in Motion, it says, all things are possible. And they are. Anything is possible because it's all been made available. It's just about us going out and getting it. Going out and getting it, understanding that we are victorious no matter what. And it is our birthright that we get to experience the greatest joys. And victorious is here. Okay, here we go again with this. Okay, victorious, the monarch, number 7. And again, this reminds me of another card, which is the chariot in the tarot deck, which means balancing the light and the dark. As we look at it again, that is like the chariot. So getting seated on your throne, getting seated in the position that you want to be, to feel the best that you can feel so that you can move into the next level of life. Balancing the light and the darkness, because they're all available, but it is up to you to choose how you navigate. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the call. Those of you who are just now joining, we're just finishing off this card pool. And it says, I have royalty in my DNA. What did I say, y'all? I can't make this up. We have royalty in our DNA. We are the kings and queens of our experiences. But most often, we don't see ourselves that way. Hence, we have to see ourselves that way so that we can navigate our life like kings and queens, like the royalty that we are, because it's in our blood. It's in our blood. So, we are victorious. Remember that. All right, next card, number, I can't see, 28, highly sensitive, the root of water. Number 28, I say this is the Yamaya energy. This is the energy of the healing ocean mother. And I am so much an ocean baby. I love the water. I love the ocean. And it's a place where you can really tap into your feelings. That's how you get out of the ego, is getting into the heart and bringing forth heart and mind coherence, meaning that what you feel is what you know, okay? What you feel is what you know, or what you feel is what you manifest. What you feel is kind of what you see. You have to be intentional about how you feel. How you feel creates, and it brings forth that same vibration. So if you're feeling down and out, if you're feeling like nothing is going your way, that's what you're going to continue to see. But the moment that you shift that and begin to rewrite those stories and see different narratives, you get a different outcome. And it does take work. I mean, even for me today, I'm not feeling 100%, but I made a commitment, so here I am. Ashe, it was a busy day for me, but I said, you know what? This is what I'm doing for me. So after I've done everything for everyone else, going to work, doing that 9-to-5 thing, now this is me filling back up my cup, okay? Doing the thing that I love to do, doing the thing that I've committed to doing to really be seen, heard, and witnessed as the oracle messenger, as the soul guide, as my divine, true, authentic self, as the queen sitting on her throne, living aligned and crowned. As you guys know, I did just complete my book, Aligned and Crowned. I got the proof. It'll be available on Amazon in the next 72 hours or so. So please check me out. Go to my Good Vibes Lounge LLC.com page to see my offerings. If you're interested in doing some one-on-one, if you're kind of nervous or kind of shy to step in right now and speak. But I'm here. I'm available. I do this work. I'm a holistic self-care practitioner, and I've been doing this work for a while now. First with myself, and now offering those tools to others who may need some guidance. With that being said, I've navigated through a lot of lows and a lot of highs, and my life really is turning out to be such a beautiful experience. So with that being said, I'm also offering a grief support group starting this Wednesday, navigating grief and the emotions that come up with grief. I did recently have the transition of my mother, and I've been navigating that in the highest vibration, knowing and connecting with her in the spirit, knowing that no one ever dies, a soul always lives. The essence of her is in me, and it is something that I can pull on and say, you know what? Hey, Ma, I need you. And when I say those words, I can hear her voice, I can feel her presence, and sometimes I can hear guidance. So it's a beautiful thing when you can take things that may be painful or maybe something that your emotions can't truly handle because you're so highly emotional or so deep in it. And grief is one thing that can pull you to the lowest lows. I've been there. But it also can give you inspiration to ascend to the highest heights, okay? So, yeah. 28, highly sensitive. Let's see what this has to say. 28, highly sensitive. It says, I choose to express my feelings openly and fully. That is the truth of it. I talked before about how, emotions is energy in motion. It doesn't have to stay. But sometimes when we don't allow the full expression of the emotion, it gets stuck in our body, in our energy centers, in our chakras, in our life force, and it may cause us to become stagnant. It may cause us to be in the low vibration of thought. It may cause us to experience discomfort and dis-ease, which eventually results in disease, and it just continues to multiply. So when you have emotions, it's very important to use emotional intelligence and say, okay, what is this emotion here to teach me? What am I able to get out of this emotion? And how can I shift it one level up? Instead of one level down, because it's easy to spiral in the downward motion. I mean, you don't have to do nothing, and things can begin to compile over and over and over, and before you know it, you're in the depths of hell, and you're like, how did I get here? It's because you didn't ever acknowledge the emotion, acknowledge the feelings that come up, and say, you know what, I feel this or I feel that, but that's not my truth. Or why do I feel this? Or why do I feel that? And how can I acknowledge it, feel the feelings? Because feelings get the answer. Feelings are the secret. Feelings allow you to move to the highest vibration. And sometimes when we get the low vibration, it's to help us realign. As my book is called, Aligned and Crowned, the wheel within the wheel. So whatever your will is, whatever you're putting energy into, that's what you're going to get. Your will be done. So that's why it's very important to be able to work with your emotions, to be able to embody them, express them, and release them. As we talked about before with the trickster ego energy, it is okay to release the things that no longer serve you. It's like, yes, grief showed up, and it was very, very heavy, and it really took me into places that I never thought I would ever even experience. But also in those places, I was able to find parts of me, parts of me that I had not acknowledged, parts of me that I had allowed to stay stagnant and stuck, because for so long I was told, sit down, shut up, stay in a child's place. So now I can speak up and be seen and know that this is a child's place too. We can be seen, we can be heard, we can be witnessed, and our feelings, our emotions, and our essence of our I am is worthy of being seen and acknowledged. So with that being said, I'm gonna move into the Light Seers Tarot, and I'm just gonna pull one card today from this deck, and then we're gonna dive deep into it as we conclude this whole reading, to get a summing up of the message that this day of January 5th has to offer. One card only. I appreciate all of you for coming into the call. And boom, there it is. We're laying down our burdens and we are going to we're reaching our destination. That's what it is. A 10 of Wands means you've carried so much for so long. Now you've decided, hey, I'm going to only take what serves me and I'm going to reach my destination. So with this card, I'm going to read completely what is in the Light Seers Tarot in relation to this, and then we will close out this reading and this day, and I can say I am complete. Ashe. All right, so 10 of Wands, and wands are my energy, so I give thanks for that, because this message is for me, but if it resonates, or if anything in it resonates to you, it's for you too. And just because you're here, it's for you. Ashe? So, 10 of Wands is the fire sign energy. So, 10 of Wands says, we're going to read it in its entirety from the book. So, hopefully this message will definitely confirm that which we have talked about already, and also bring this reading to an end. Where's my wands? Okay, there we go. 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands says, all those responsibilities, do you really need to carry do you really need to carry all the wands by yourself? Okay, I'm going to have to take off my glasses because I can't see. Okay, all those responsibilities, do you really need to carry all the wands all by yourself, all at the same time? Couldn't you drop a few of them by prioritizing, getting clear, setting an intention? Or maybe, just maybe, things would go a whole lot faster if you enlisted some help. So call forth the help. Call for your community. Call forth the Good Vibes tribe so that we can navigate this experience together. All you have to do is ask. Hey, I'm asking you guys, join my fan club. Send some hearts. Whatever. You know, you're in the room. Might as well tap the screen. Ashe? Drop the non-essentials and any heaviness that is weighing you down, because you are so close, yet so burdened. Think lividity and ease. Streamlining will expedite your goals and bring relief to any overwhelm or molasses energy, that stuck stagnant energy that you have been feeling. Sometimes this means letting go of learned behavior or of limiting beliefs, which I did speak of. And sometimes it means deleting a task on your calendar. You don't have to do it all at once. You can do it little by little, all right? Whether your burdens are material, spiritual, literal, or energetic, it's clear that you've got some extra baggage right now. Release that ish and enjoy your last step to the finish line. Again, we're almost there. Even though we're coming into a new year, the old year has passed. All the things that had happened last year, that's old news. We're at a fresh slate. We're at a place where we can create that which we desire. And it's only by being intentional. I don't know how much I can stress that. Intentionality has been my focus for this year as I grow, glow, and flow. That's the motto. That's the motto for this year. And the motto for this 10 of Wands card says, I release my burdens into the ethers, knowing that the universe will help me tend to the essentials. Ashe. So, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you who came into the live. I hope next time when you come in that you will share, that you will do some likes, that you will join my fan club. I need 5 people to join. So just send a little heart emoji, do something. I'm still learning TikTok, but I have seen those come through before. So hearts, like, love, share, and definitely check me out on the Circle of Sister Table Talks. You can also find me on Instagram, Good Vibes Lounge, Good Vibes Lounge, Aries to Heart on Instagram as well, and on my Facebook page, Chantel Dennis, Chantel Sierra to Shakim. I'm here. I'm your girl. Check out my website at goodvibesloungellc.com and see what else I have to offer. And maybe something's there that meets your needs. So until next time, I'm your soul sister, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Until next time, peace and love.